Imagine walking past someone on the street day after day, never noticing their pain, their worth, or their hidden gift. But what if the very person you ignored held a power that could touch millions? Would you still walk by? Or would you stop and listen? Today's story is about a woman who was judged, silenced, and left to survive on the cold streets, until one moment changed her life and shook the internet. Before we begin, I want to ask you, have you ever ignored someone because of how they looked? Do you believe every person, no matter their circumstances, carries greatness inside them? If this story touches your heart, please hit that subscribe button to join us here at Skin Deep Stories, where we uncover the untold, the unseen, and the unforgettable. Now, let's dive into the story. Her name was Naomi. Once a dreamer, a singer with hopes as high as the stars, Naomi had grown up in a choir, her voice filling churches with warmth. But life had not been kind. A series of tragedies, losing her mother, a job layoff, and the weight of racial bias that pushed her out of opportunities left her on the streets. In the city, Naomi was invisible. People passed her without a glance. Some clutched their bags tighter when she walked by. Others whispered cruel words. She probably messed up her own life. She doesn't deserve pity. Naomi begged not just for food, but for dignity. Every night, she sat against a brick wall downtown, clutching a blanket, whispering prayers. But Naomi had a secret. When the city grew quiet, she sang, softly at first, to herself. Her voice was like velvet, raw, powerful, soaked with pain and hope. It was the only thing keeping her alive. One afternoon, a young man named Daniel, a college student and aspiring filmmaker, was rushing past when he heard it. He stopped. There she was, a homeless black woman, sitting on the cold concrete, her eyes closed, singing like her soul was pouring into the heavens. Daniel was stunned. He pulled out his phone and whispered, "The world needs to hear this." He recorded Naomi singing an old gospel tune. No microphone, no stage, just her, the city noise, and a voice that carried more truth than any polished concert. That night, Daniel uploaded the video to his social media. He wrote, "Everyone ignored her. I almost did too. But listen, just listen." By morning, Naomi's video had millions of views. Comments flooded in. Her voice gave me chills. This woman deserves the world. How did we all walk past her? Within days, Naomi became a symbol of resilience. She was invited to perform on TV, radio stations wanted her story, and charities reached out to help her rebuild her life. The same people who had once ignored her now clapped for her. The world couldn't get enough of Naomi. But here's the twist. When Naomi finally spoke in her first live interview, she didn't start with thanks. She started with tears. She said, "Before the internet loved my voice, I was here homeless, hungry, and invisible. None of you saw me then. I was the same woman. The only thing that changed was a camera." So I ask you, how many more voices are we ignoring right now on these streets, simply because they don't fit our idea of worth? The audience went silent. The applause faded into guilt. Naomi didn't just sing. She challenged the world. Her voice shook the internet, but her truth shook humanity. Naomi's story reminds us that greatness often hides in plain sight, ignored, overlooked, and underestimated. So I ask you again, how many Naomis have you walked past? How many voices are we silencing because of prejudice or indifference? Share your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear from you. And if this story moved you, please subscribe to Skin Deep Stories for more emotional, powerful, and life-changing stories. Until next time, remember, never judge a soul by its circumstances. You may be looking at greatness waiting to be heard.